Hey guys, how's everyone doing out there? Keith Eichley here. I had to take a minute and just share with everyone this crazy experience I had with Zillow yesterday, really getting to use it in some of its features. And I really came to the conclusion so quickly why Zillow is such a bad platform for uh, both buyers, sellers, and listing agents. So I know a lot of agents already kind of think, Zillow's, is harming us, which it is because it's getting all the traffic, right? Buyers looking for homes know they don't need to go to Realtor.com. They don't need to go to agent websites because they'll just go to Zillow. But let me tell you what happened last night. So I'm out on Zillow because I'm picking up an investment property in the Las Vegas area. And I will say this, by the way, hey Kesh, nice to see you out there. So I'm out there buying it. By the way, there's a really cool feature for the type of investing that I teach people how to do with lease options and so forth, that Zillow is a way to kind of identify some ideal properties almost instantly. So it's got some cool features from that perspective. But let me share where this breaks down, and it became so evident because I don't really use Zillow that much. I mean, in areas that I'm at, Chicagoland area, get access to the MLS, and it's a much better tool. But when you don't have access to the MLS, you got to figure out like what can I use. So I'll go ahead and wave to you there. So here's what happened. So why is this such a difficult platform? So check it out. I didn't want a buyer's agent, all right? I've done enough real estate that I don't need a buyer's agent to help me. I've sold over 1,200 homes, real estate investing. I've owned brokerages and title companies and all that. I just want to work and ask a few questions directly to the home seller. But obviously, I've got to go through the agent, right? So here we go. So I go on Zillow, I find some perfect opportune properties that I think might be a great fit for the sellers and for me, helping them solve their problems. So I use the little contact form, and I'm going to tell you in a minute why this completely breaks down if you're the seller or the listing agent or even the buyer, why this whole thing just starts to crumble on Zillow. And again, this is not against Zillow. They're making billions of dollars. They're doing awesome, clearly, right? But let me tell you how and where this breaks down. So I go put in my information because I want to know. I ask a very specific question. I've got one simple question that I want to ask directly to the homeowner. But I know it's going to have to go through the agent because it's a little harder to get directly to the homeowner. It's faster to ask the agent. So I put in my information, put in a phone number, put in my email. And what do I get back? I get just flooded nonstop because I had about 4 or 5 different properties that I was able to identify in a matter of about 15, 20 minutes that could be perfect win-wins, right? But what do I get? Agents that have nothing to do with that particular property, all wanting to help me find homes and all this other stuff. And I know they're paying for that opportunity. So for a buyer's agent, yeah, I mean, this is great. You're getting all these leads, but why is this terrible for here for both a buyer, for the home seller, and the listing agent? So let me tell you why this is a terrible, terrible platform if you're one of those 3 constituents. Number one, the buyer, someone like me, my email or my text messages got so flooded with emails, I ended up setting up a whole nother phone number. But a cool service, by the way, it's called Line 2, I think it's called. So check out Line 2. Lets you create a whole nother phone number, and you can text message and not tie up your own personal cell phone. So I'm getting flooded with people, and they're all wanting to call me instantly. So, great for them. These buyer's agents are right all over the following up on this quote unquote lead that's coming in. So they're like flooding me, and I ask them, all I want before I even speak with you is the answer to this one question. And if you don't have the answer to this one question, I have no interest in having a conversation with you because my time is limited and I've got my text flooded, right? So now watch this. The first part is now as the buyer, I'm flooded by people and I can't even get to the question I want because I'm not actually dealing with the listing agent. Now, for a seller, this is bad because I'm an interested buyer ready to go, and your listing agent doesn't have a contact to me. You see, this is the breakdown for the agents too. All I want is the agent's information. I want to get a hold of the agent. They've already got the property under their contract to be able to list it and earn their commission, and I just want to reach you to ask my questions so I could buy your client's property. But you don't have access because Zillow has the information, right? So this is a massive pitfall. And now for the seller, the whole time frame now between the time that somebody from your listing office actually figures out that I'm a buyer interested in your property, and by the time you actually figure that out and get back to me, you got to be honest with you, I could be gone. I might have found another property that I got a hold of the seller directly, or I got a hold of the agent directly. So Zillow is a disaster of a platform. I mean, I told them I'm ready to buy a property in less than 30 days. I identify properties that are perfect for me, a perfect fit, and I know that the sellers would love the opportunity that I have, and I'm going to pay the agent too. I'm not against paying the agent. So this just validates why Zillow, I think, it needs to be thought of as a huge competitor for listing agents, sellers, and an inconvenience for buyers at the same time. And so I know when we built FSBOVault.net, our goal has never been to replace the agents, it's to provide a better experience for buyers, sellers, and agents in the process, whether you're buyers, agents, or seller agents. And it was really great to see Zillow in this real life experience, how it operates. If you've never actually used Zillow and you don't know what I'm talking about, and you want to, and even if you're an agent, go in and go through the process and just see what happens on the other side, because this is a disaster waiting to happen if you're the listing agent. Now, let me tell you too why the listing agent, this is a problem for you. Look, I don't want a buyer's agent in the process, all right? I'm going to negotiate either directly with the seller or a seller's agent if they have it. That means if I could get a hold of you directly, you're going to make more money. So when we built FSBOVault.net and we work with our partner agents, they control the listings and the calls coming in. So on this type of case, they can get their clients' property sold. You see, when these other buyers agents that are all reaching me from Zillow in their lead gen tool, they really don't care which property I buy, right? They just want, to make their commission on anything. I'm calling on your property, Mr. Listing Agent. You want me to buy that property so your client's happy and you make your commission, but you are not controlling the process. So, hey, looking forward to see you next week as well. Let's see who that was. Oh, Keandra, yes, you're going to love coming to speaker, $1 Million Speaker Training here in Las Vegas next week. For those of you that don't know, we're actually part of our Mosaic company. We teach people how to speak and sell from the stage. Partner with ABC's Secret Millionaire, James Malinchak, Rachel Surges, myself, and James all teach 3 days how to make money in speaking, whether you have intellectual property, if you learn how to sell from a stage or get paid to speak. James gets paid $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 to speak for 90 minutes. So yeah, looking forward to seeing you there. So anyway, so back to this concept of Zillow and agents, you've got to learn how to control your listings. And so part of the problem is you don't have the traffic anymore because Zillow has it when it's listed on the MLS. And that's what's so cool about FSBOVault.net and a lot of the agents that are actually using our platform, because even though we help for sale by owners, we always recommend they have an agent assisting them in the process, and we promote the agent. The agent gets control. The agent gets the connection to the buyers and the sellers, and it's up to the buyer to decide if they want another agent involved, or if they want to do a dual agency, or if they want another person in the office so that the broker can make even more money within the office, but everybody's represented fairly, etc. But this is the dynamic that needs to shift out there, guys. So if you're in real estate, and whether you're an agent or a mortgage professional, you're going to want to check out also what we did at FSBOVault.net. You can go to, there's an event out there called realestateleadmachine.info. realestateleadmachine.info. We can show you how to basically build an unlimited lead gen tool for getting new clients, both sellers and buyers, and control the process, right? But I just really wanted to illustrate, based on this real life example, what, in buying a property, like literally we're going out there to physically buy a property in Las Vegas, and all I want to do is get a hold of the sellers as fast as possible, because I'm coming out next week. I'm going to be there for the entire week. I want to go look at properties, and I'll tell you this right now, if I had the right property, I'd have made an offer last night, but it is now roughly looking at the time, it's coming up on close to 19 hours after I inquired on 5 different properties that I would make an offer on potentially if we could come to agreement, which I know we could, looking at their history. And none of these sellers even know that I'm out there. Not one of them. So if you're listing your home with agents and brokers and they're putting you in the traditional model of just popping in the MLS and hoping another agent brings in your buyer for you, you're potentially leaving dollars on the table, because there are people that can be coming through faster for you, creating more offers if it wasn't reliant on a convoluted process that's happening out there today. So, hey Frank, how you doing? Great to see you out there. I think I saw Eddie out there. Great seeing you, Eddie. Who else is out there? Anyway, so I thought I'd take a few minutes and share real life. If you've never been on the side of as a buyer using Zillow as a platform, by the way, we've proven that many platforms out there, including the ones I've been talking about on this call, I won't know the names of any of them, but the information is stale and dated when it comes to for sale by owners for sure. The information that you call them up, they're not even for sale anymore. That gets frustrating as a buyer. That's not a platform I want to use, especially as a real estate investor. So I'm using tools like FSBOVault.net that will actually collect in its core markets everything out there and keep it up to date, so that investors and any buyer can find what's actually relevant. But again, if you're selling your home, you want to understand what's really happening out the marketplace. And here, I'm give you an example. One thing that FSBOVault.net does that I really love is it actually gets home properties at the top of Google guaranteed. And this is true in some of the core markets like Las Vegas. If you type in for sale by owner Las Vegas, you're going to see FSBOVault.net right at the top. And that's huge, because if you are actually selling a home, think about this. If you're selling a home, you want to be at the top. If you're selling anything, you want to be at the top of Google. No other platform lets you be your property at the top of Google with one click seeing your property. Instead, your company's marketing, list your home with them, come use my services to help you sell. No. We're talking about, I want my home in front of buyers because that's what they're looking for. This is the type of marketing that home sellers should want and desire and should be focused on. So anyway, so that was just a little bit of what's happening in the industry. For those that aren't aware, it's all changing, it's all coming about. But again, I give Zillow 100% kudos for what they've done. They've sucked in all the MLS data. They're making $1 billion. By the way, go read their report, because they're publicly traded. Go read their report. They're making $1 billion from the premier agent placement on Zillow, which is all these buyers agents that will flood you when you actually have an inquiry about the property. But I'll be honest, I'm not using the platform anymore. I'm done using it, because I've got literally, on my phone is streaming this, so I can't show you, but I'd show you 15 different connections that they're more than I want, of people wanting to help me find a property, but none of them actually are the listing agent for the property that I want to have a conversation of last night, about 19 hours ago. And I'm still sitting here waiting on 5-6 properties to say, hey, answer my one question, and I can be out there next week, maybe buying your property. I'll be back again in 2-3 weeks. So serious buyers are getting lost. Learn about the new generations of marketing properties and real estate. Check out FSBOVault.net as well. But whatever you do, if you're thinking about using a traditional model of real estate, you got to realize it's broken, guys, and it's all changing. So anyway, so I'm done here. If you guys have any questions, feel free to throw them out there. But otherwise, great seeing everyone on this quick Facebook Live, as I took just a moment to share with you real life experience that I had, that I just was blown away by, on how frustrating it is as a buyer, serious buyers who want to just get connected in and say, hey, I want to, I might be interested in buying your home. So hi there, great seeing you. Hi Tom, how you doing? If anyone has any questions and want to learn more about what FSBOVault.net is doing to change the industry, if you're an agent, if you're a real estate in any way, shape, or form, a lender, or you've always wanted to get into real estate, and FSBOVault.net's actually created a model that allows anybody to now participate in the real estate process and get compensated without ever needing a license. So we created a new term called real estate marketer, which helps people market their homes. And whether that's an agent wanting to market the property or a seller all on their own market a property, No more of this battling around the bush trying to get a hold of the direct people that you need to connect with if you're a buyer. If you're a seller, you want your buyers getting in touch with you or your agent as fast as possible. So if you are listed with an agent already, have them check out FSBOVault.net, because they're going to want to you're going to want to use this system to be able to generate more leads for your clients, as well as also create more opportunities for you to connect in and make even more. I don't know about your listing, your promo on your listings, but Mike, if you got some properties you want to be able to leverage our platform, we have platforms. We're growing so fast right now at FSBOVault.net. We have agents and brokers and individuals listing their homes all around the country. We're adding more and more markets with our full program, where we actually retarget. Check this out. We're actually retargeting properties on Facebook, because you've all been there, right? You know what retargeting is. You go to a website, you see something you're interested in, and then that product shows up on your Facebook over and over again. Well, if you're selling your home, that's what you want your home to do, right? Don't you want your home showing up on anybody that's actually looked at that property? Well, I'll tell you, most brokerages don't have the ability to do this because they're not getting the traffic of the buyers, because they're all going through Zillow. And therefore, if I'm listing my home with an agent, they put it on Zillow, somebody looks at it, I don't know who that person is, I don't have a way to retarget them. But with FSBOVault.net, what happens is you put it up on our platform with your agent or on your own. Somebody looks at it either for driving by, seeing the sign, or because, for example, if you type in for sale by owner Las Vegas, we come up at the top. They're clicking through, they're looking at the homes, taking them to the website. We're going to retarget the properties they physically looked at. Every property they've looked at, we can actually retarget those homes, because that's what you do when you're in marketing. I don't care if you're selling shoes, if you're selling cars, or you're selling properties. I want to spend my time, money, and energy against people that I know are interested in my particular product. They're looking in my market, they're looking in my price range, they looked at this particular home. I want to be back in front of them, because when the decision time comes, it could very well be I want to be right in front of them again on their Facebook, because Facebook is the biggest platform to market any product out there today. It's why they make $40.7 billion in ad revenue, because that's where businesses should be marketing the right way. Thanks, Mike. Absolutely. You get it, right? This is what you want to do. Now, I see a lot of agents that get taught these programs where they're like, well, I'll post your home on my Facebook. If you have no followers, oh yeah, Mike from Habitude. If you have no followers on your Facebook, or it's limited, it doesn't matter that you're on Facebook. It's like putting it out in front of an empty, if you're in a forest, right? The tree falls, no one's around. It's like, doesn't make a sound. If you're not reaching the people, then it doesn't really matter. So you can't just have a few thousand people that might be following on Facebook. You got to do paid advertising to targeted audience on Facebook, not by using interest, but by using what's called Facebook pixels and retargeting. Those are some of the things we're teaching agents. We're letting them leverage our platform that does is different than anyone else in the market there. Now, I'll also tell you too, I see Mike out there from Habitude. This is separate. If you're an entrepreneur out there, you're in the Phoenix area, I know Habitude Warriors is coming up. It's great 3 days of listening to TED Talk style presentations from great thought leaders in marketing and social media and everything. So check out HabitudeWarriorConference.com and check out what they got going on. I always love helping entrepreneurs. We have a whole separate business that helps entrepreneurs, and I've spent many times speaking at Habitudes, and it's an amazing event. Somebody said, I think that's Mike, how much is this? How much is which part? How much is it to be part of the FSBOVault.net platform? We have programs that are actually, you can get in our platform for free. You can get the most expansive real estate marketing system on the planet, guaranteed. We prove this in our live sessions and our webcasts. We'll show you how we're marketing above and beyond any of the biggest real estate companies out there, RE/MAX, Century 21. I'll take them all head to head, because I'll prove to you in presentations how we're marketing differently than anyone else can through proprietary technology that we've created through our other company, Mosaic. You can get in right now. For anyone interested that has a home to list, that's a realtor, you want to get more exposure for your clients, you can get an ad. We're actually giving some away for free. We've got a limited number of our $500 package to market your home online until it sells for $500, or you can do our extreme, you can get it for free, or you can get our extreme package where you can actually, we'll retarget your properties to buyers looking in that area over and over and over again, and you can get access to that for an incredible discount when you take action. When? now. So the way you can learn more about that, because I didn't expect anyone to ask that question. I was just here to rant a little bit about Zillow and what a horrific experience that I had, and unfortunate for the properties that I was interested in, because I might move on to other ones and they missed out. But you can go to FSBOVault, if you email support at FSBOVault.net. That's FSBOVault.net. FSBOVault.net. Say that you saw the Facebook Live and you want to know how you might be able to get one of those free ads out there for your properties, your listings. Now, we have had real estate brokers and mortgage professionals from all around the country start jumping on our platform. We just listed a $4.7 million home in just north of Hollywood. We've got properties in Las Vegas. We've got them in Austin. We've got them out in Virginia and Utah and coming up in Arizona. So, guys, it's all shifting. It's all changing. FSBO, just FSBOVault.net. No, I think I see an I in there. The sun's a little bit bright, even though I'm in the shade. It's a little hard to read the screen. FS as in for sale by owner, vault.net. If you email support at FSBOVault.net, you will be able to get an opportunity to get one of our, what we're calling them full page ads for free. If you go to the website, you'll see it's normally about $500. Just for jumping on this Facebook Live, you can get one of those exclusive offers for yourself. Now, if you are a real estate agent or broker and you want to learn more about what we're doing, or mortgage professional lender, want to learn more about what FSBOVault.net is all about, you can actually register for one of our upcoming events. Yeah, you got it right there. I think you might still have an S in there. No, sorry, an I in there. No more, there's no I in it, just straight FSBO Vault. FS, for sale by owner, Vault. FSBOVault.net. Support at FSBOVault.net. NET as in network.net. And that you can get your ads. If you're a real estate agent, broker, wanting to learn, or just somebody interested in getting in real estate, go to this web address. Go to, and I should have like an iPad out or a little piece of paper, but I literally was just jumping on for a quick rant. Because I don't do that often, but I was just so frustrated because, like, I'm ready to go buy some properties and I can't even get a hold of the listing agent, right? That's what you're paying 5-6% for, guys. Everybody listing their home with a traditional agent that doesn't know how to market the right way. They're relying on Zillow to bring in buyers to these other agents. And guess what, guys? You're going to lose them. You're going to lose them. So if you're in the real estate space, want to learn more about that, go to realestateleadmachine.info. Got that? Real estate lead, as in I want more leads, realestateleadmachine.info. And we'll show you a whole new way to build yourself consistent income, generating unbelievable amounts of revenue, helping people sell their homes, helping them become lead gens for you, and marketing. I'm going to show you how to get people raving about you and make you the go-to agent in your, thank you, Stephanie. So Stephanie just posted it up there, realestateleadmachine.info. Show you how to get people, buyers and sellers, just referring your services like crazy. Now, how do I know this? For those that don't know my background, I actually did this back in 2000. We launched a company that became #1 in real estate in just 18 months. We took over as much as 40% market share. Built a whole suite of companies. I had a title company. We were mortgages, appraisals, the whole thing. And we sold it all off in just 5 years, right? We took over and dominated. Then we went and helped entrepreneurs for the next 10 years or so, and then came back and applied our advanced marketing technologies back into the world of real estate as a niche, because that's where our experience was. So we are out there, just checking these out. We are out there making a difference every day, helping real estate agents, real estate professionals, people new to the industry, people that have been in the industry for 20 years. We just had a broker join our program down in Texas, been in the industry for decades, saying this is the next gen of real estate and I want to be on board. So realestateleadmachine.info. What you can also do, we're going to have an online video for it too if we're not in a city near you. We have Vegas coming up next week, 8/1. Next Wednesday we'll be in Las Vegas. Then we'll be in Phoenix on 8/7. We're opening up in Phoenix big time. We're going to be launching there. We're already in Austin. We're opening LA and San Diego. Those are already started with soft launches. you can register for one of those, but there's also a get on the wait list for some of the other cities. If you sign up for the wait list, if you're not in one of those three I just mentioned, we will get you access to a live video as soon as we produce that. That's on its way here shortly, so you can get the same presentation that we're doing for these brokers and agents that have been flooding to use this platform. So thanks everyone for hopping on. See if you guys have any other questions out there, if we got them all answered for you. Hey Carrington, thanks for joining. You want to go back and watch the replay of this if you didn't see it yet. We're just talking about, as you know, the power of FSBOVault.net, but I actually started all this with, you know, kind of some of the challenges or kind of disappointments I see with the Zillow platform and how it's really harming buyers, or frustrating for buyers, but it's harming sellers and their listing agents tremendously. And you know, it's time for change, in my opinion. Like I said, I give them all the kudos. They're rocking it. They're making lots of money. I think there's some great value to their services. I was able to find the properties I wanted and filter through to what I need to find a great property, about 5 or 6 that I have an interest in maybe taking over and acquiring and purchasing. However, I can't get a hold of the listing agents directly very easily using that platform. So it goes back to, you know, obviously I've got lots of connections in Vegas that I can get direct access to the MLS, but you know, it was just fun to take this as an experiment as an actual consumer, somebody who doesn't have the connections into the MLS platforms like I have. Like if I'm just an average consumer and I go on Zillow, what's that experience like? And man, it's just not at all in the conducive for the beneficial for the sellers and the sellers agents. So anyway, so there you have it. That's my longer than expected, because you guys had some great questions out there, rant and rave about Zillow as based on pure experience. Again, nothing bad about them being successful building the company, but I got to think about if I'm a buyer, what's best for me, and if I'm a seller or a listing seller's agent, what's going to be best for me having success for my clients and put more money in my pocketbook. So there you have it, guys. Have a great rest of your day, and tune in. I'll give some more updates. I got a few other things I want to share with some home sellers, kind of some secrets that I have to help them if they're looking to sell their homes faster. And coming up soon, I'm going to share the 4 channels, different ways that you actually want to market your home to get more offers and sell faster. So if anybody has an interest in learning more about that, you can also private message me. I'd be happy to make sure you get on the list, as I might do a private feed on some of the secrets that I've done selling over 1,200 homes. Kind of sharing with them, how do you actually sell and create multiple offers by leveraging channels of marketing that nobody else is using, guys. I will show you. I'll go through the MLS and prove to you that more than 95 to 98% of the sellers out there aren't using these channels. And if you open up these marketing channels and techniques and strategies, you're going to generate more offers. And if you generate more offers, you know that means a best opportunity to get a good offer, to get your home sold, and most likely with multiple offers, drive your price up and get the most at the closing table that you possibly can. So stay tuned for more real estate strategies coming to you. For now, have a great rest of your week, no matter where you're coming from. Thanks for tuning in. Take care, everyone.